when I told people that I was going to a philosophy class, a lot of people, they just didn't understand. Like people that were outside of the class, people that I already knew in my personal life, they didn't understand. They thought it was odd. Why? Why would they think it's odd or weird? Because I've said this in the past. Weird just means you don't understand it. You don't understand why or what, the reasoning for something. So you think it's weird. Anytime I call something weird, it's just because I don't understand it. If I think a person is weird or they did something weird, it doesn't make sense to me why they would do something like that. Simple. So yes, it was odd or weird to most people because you generally don't hear about a person, at least the type of people I grew up around, going to a philosophy class. It wasn't like it was college. It wasn't like psychology or something like that. Some of the things that are being said there, if I said those things to a person who is vibrating on a low frequency, they're small-minded, not really open-minded, or their consciousness level is just very low, their reaction will tell you a lot. If I'm talking to that type of person, they're not gonna really have a positive reaction. It's not really gonna resonate. They're not really vibrating on that frequency. They're not gonna feel it in their heart. They're not gonna be receptive to it. At the very least, they just won't care. They might think it's silly. They might think it's weird or something. But now if I said it to someone who is self-aware or consciously on a certain level or is open-minded, it will at the very least make them think. It will make them think. You might spark a conversation. They might have their own viewpoints on that philosophical quote. They might have a perspective on it. If they have a high consciousness level, they'll completely understand it and have their own example or their own words, they will explain to you what that means. They might even feel it deep in their heart. But philosophy is just scratching the surface. But if a person is not even receptive to that, that's a good way to fill a person out. Hit them with some philosophical sayings. See how they react to it. If they don't react to that in a positive way, then if you're on a deeper level than that, then they're just gonna think you're crazy if you come out with anything deeper. They're not there. So philosophy is for the thinkers, deep thinkers. A person is definitely not on a high conscious level or even spiritual if they don't have a deep mind, if they don't think deeply.